The tape was shot by renowned Polish director Agnieszka Holland, who is a laureate of the Golden Globe, and several times got in the list of nominees of Academy Awards, BAFTA, Goya and other prestigious movie awards. In the film, in the 1930 as the British journalist Gareth Jones visited the Soviet Union. In Moscow he met with journalist Ada Brooks, who tells him of the cruelty of the Stalinist regime. In the end Jones is going to Ukraine, where hiding from the security services, collects information about collectivization, repressions and Holodomor. The film Agnieszka Holland based on real events. There is a version according to which the materials Gareth Jones became the basis for the writing of George Orwell's Animal Farm. The main role in the film played by James Norton, Black Mirror, War and Peace, Vanessa Kirby, The Crown, Mission Impossible, and Peter Sarsgaard, Shattered Glass, The Magnificent Seven, Escobar. Gibbon, Gareth Jones, the result of co-production of Poland, the UK and Ukraine. The film was partially financed by the Ukrainian State Agency for Cinema, which contributed to the project almost 26 million. Arranged by Stalin, Holodomor is one of the most monstrous crimes of that century, but that there is still little known, says the director. There is a feeling that the ghost of the famine still calls us, hoping for justice. As soon as I read the script, I felt a moral responsibility to tell this story. According to the director, during the filming of one of the Ukrainian villages, she managed to talk to several women who were witnesses of the events of 1932-1933. They all remember, but admitted to me that throughout life I have never spoken about their experiences. That is, the silence on this occasion, it was not only in relations between Ukraine and Russia, but within Ukraine itself. This silence is like poison, adds Holland. During the press conference devoted to the screening of the film, one of the journalists asked him, shows, in her opinion, the film about the famine in Moscow and how to react to it in Russia. I don't know whether the show in Russia, says Holland. And don't ask me why for the modern Russians, Stalin is a hero. It is a tragedy. Stalin is responsible for tens of millions of deaths. But at the same time he won the war and made the USSR great again. People have realized that under Stalin they had no happiness, no freedom, but there was unity. Perhaps they have this kind of nostalgia. Premiere of Gareth Jones in Berlin was accompanied by a rally in support of Ukrainian director Oleg Sentsov, who is serving a sentence in Russia. In 2015, he was sentenced to 20 years in prison. With posters, Freedom to Oleg Sentsov, walked the red carpet of the Berlin Film Festival director Dieter Koslik, directed by Agnieszka Holland and the actors of the tape. Among those present were Minister of Culture of Ukraine Yevhen Nishchik, and the chairman of Goskino Filip Ilyenko. This is a story about the Holodomor, but also about the attitude of the West towards Ukraine, and indeed to the peoples of Eastern and Central Europe, which still remain a bargaining chip in relations between the West and the Russian Empire, says Ilyenko. This film is not so much about the past as about the future. The parallels with today in it is so powerful that when the director, after watching the scene, spoke in support of Oleg Sentsov and other Ukrainian political hostages in Russia, it seemed that this continuation of the film's plot, added the head of state.